One of the byproducts of developing our emotional intelligence is that we have way more effective and efficient decision-making skills. So if we put this into context, you can reflect on a decision that you've made where perhaps in reflection, you've decided that wasn't the best decision. Now, was it not the best decision, or was it a stupid decision because you're not the best or you're stupid? Or was it not the best, or was it stupid because it was emotionally charged? And in that moment, you struggled to access your intellect. So when we think about the decision-making skill set and emotional intelligence, its definition is our ability to solve problems when we're emotional. So when we're stressed, when we're overwhelmed, when we're angry, when we're bored, when we're lonely, when we're tired, when we're elated, excited, ecstatic. So not just the quote unquote negative, uncomfortable emotions, but also really positive emotions. See, in any emotional state, each of us has a different emotional fortitude within that state. And what that means is at some point in that emotional experience, we're going to tip over being able to access our intellect, and the emotion's going to drive our decision-making, our behaviors, our actions. And because we each have a different point at which we tip, we have to use self-discovery to figure out when is the best time for me to make decisions. And maybe what happened in that last decision I made that wasn't smart, or it wasn't the right decision, was because I tipped over into an emotional state where my decision-making capacity was hijacked by my emotional state. And I have to learn that if I tip over that scale, don't make decisions. And I also have to learn how to pull myself back on that emotional scale into an emotion or an emotional spectrum or range that I can stay objective in my decision making and keep my intellect turned on. In the workplace, we find that this can happen quite a bit, especially when we look at workplace studies around wellness that say high percentages, 50, 60% of our employees aren't just disengaged, they're experiencing emotions of unwellness, overwhelm, fatigue, loneliness, burnout. It's a high percentage. And we're asking our employees to make decisions every single day. If you're the CEO or in the C-suite and the stakes and responsibility of your decisions are really high and you're in these emotional states, it's like a disaster waiting to happen. So what do we do? Well, what we do is we develop our decision-making skills, but the foundation of that is to develop our emotional self-awareness. And when we're aware of our emotions, then we can ensure that we're in the right emotional state for the task and decision at hand.